Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into ACIM, Lesson 59, and the specific focus for our time together is exactly what the source material states, reviewing previous lessons 41 through 45. If you've been following along with this material, or honestly, even if you're just jumping in right now for the very first time, this review is an incredibly powerful tool for resetting your mindset.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. 1. ACIM Lesson 59 Overview. 2. Lesson 41, Constant Presence. 3. Lessons 42 and 43, True Vision. 4. Lessons 44 and 45, True Mind. 5. Translating the Message. And 6. Final Review and Conclusion. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. ACIM Lesson 59 Overview.
Here are the 5 exact review lessons we are covering today. Let's just read through them to set the stage. Lesson 41, God goes with me wherever I go. Lesson 42, God is my strength. Vision is His gift. Lesson 43, God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. Lesson 44, God is the light in which I see. And finally, Lesson 45, God is the mind with which I think. Think of these 5 statements as your personal toolkit to intentionally shift your mind away from fear and directly back toward inner peace. Section 2, Lesson 41, Constant Presence. This opening lesson establishes such a deeply comforting truth. God goes with me wherever I go. The core idea presented in the text here is that you are literally never isolated or separated from your source of strength. Wherever you happen to be physically standing right now, that presence is right there with you.
The text actually challenges our everyday anxieties head-on with these rhetorical questions. It asks, how can you be alone, doubtful, disturbed, or suffer? The source is pointing out the logical inconsistency of feeling those negative emotions when perfect certainty and absolute peace already rest inside you. It's a brilliant pattern interrupt for your brain when you start feeling overwhelmed.
So, how do we actually use this? In practical terms, since you carry a constant source of peace, you must consciously let go of limiting illusions about yourself. In other words, if we translate this to everyday life, whether you're stuck in awful traffic or sitting in a stressful meeting, it means we can just drop the illusions of anxiety. Why? Because as the text states, love and joy constantly surround us.
Section 3. Lessons 42 and 43. True Vision. Moving on to our next 2 lessons. God is my strength. Vision is His gift. And God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. These statements are asking us to basically stop relying entirely on our own physical eyes. We need to accept a deeper, truer way of seeing things. It's all about realizing that what we observe on the surface just isn't the whole picture.
The text sets up a really brilliant contrast here. On one side, we have the body's eyes, which the source refers to as choosing pitiful illusions and trying to see apart from our source. Then on the flip side, we have Christ's vision, which is described as a gift meant to help us understand eternity and see what God actually wants us to see. It's a stark contrast between a physical sight that latches onto illusions and a spiritual vision meant to completely replace them.
What this means for our daily mindset is this: trade your anxious, limited viewpoints for a connected, grounded perspective. We have to actively choose to make that exchange. When you catch yourself judging a situation harshly, based just on what your body's eyes see, well, that is your cue. Remember this lesson and switch your perspective.
Section 4. Lessons 44 and 45. True Mind.
All right, on to lessons 44 and 45. God is the light in which I see, and God is the mind with which I think. These concepts totally redefine our reality. They explain that true sight actually requires true light, and that our very thoughts are intimately, inseparably wired to our source. Lesson 44 makes a super logical argument. You cannot see in darkness. It frankly admits that our previous attempts to define what seeing is have been entirely wrong. By welcoming this new, divine light, the text promises it will show us a genuinely happy world. It shifts the responsibility from trying to fix the dark to simply acknowledging and turning on the light.
Now, what's really fascinating is the claim this text makes about your inner dialogue. Lesson 45 says you have no thoughts apart from God. Your mind and thoughts are shared. The absolute game changer here is that you have no mind apart from His, meaning you are never truly disconnected in your thoughts. As the text says, as part of His mind, my thoughts are His and His thoughts are mine.
Section 5. Translating the Message.
If we pull back and look at the overarching narrative across all 5 of these texts, it really boils down to these 4 actionable points. Let go of pitiful illusions. Exchange your physical, surface-level sight for true inner vision. Recognize that your mind is shared with your source, and ultimately, welcome the peace and certainty that surrounds you. It is a unified call to shift your mindset away from isolated fear and straight into a shared, peaceful certainty.
We've seen the word illusion pop up multiple times now, so let's define it based on the source. Illusion, in this context, is a limited, fear-based way of seeing or false beliefs cherished about oneself. Whenever this text mentions illusions, it is specifically calling out those anxious, self-doubting thoughts that basically block us from seeing our own perfection.
Section 6. Final review and conclusion.
To reiterate our main lesson statement for today's explainer, our entire focus has been exactly this: reviewing previous lessons 41 through 45. These 5 statements are your anchors.
And here's how you actually apply it. Now, while the text for this specific review lesson does not specify exact times or durations, like practicing every hour on the hour, the clear intention is holistic integration. The goal is to maintain these thoughts as a constant mental backdrop throughout your entire day. Just carry these 5 profound thoughts with you continuously as you navigate your tasks and interactions. Hey, if you found this structured breakdown of the material helpful, please make a small note to like and subscribe right now. It really helps us out and ensures you don't miss our future explainers as we continue systematically unpacking these amazing concepts.
I will leave you with this final, provocative thought. Based on everything we've reviewed today, what specific limiting illusion are you ready and willing to exchange for true vision right now? Think about it. Hold on to that new vision and have an absolutely peaceful day. Thanks for joining me.